Hi everyone, it's me Ronnie and welcome to the Sailor Scout collab I'm doing with Kimmy Toxic, and this is week 2. I'm doing Sailor Mars, as you can see, which her colors are red, purple, and white. So I did a glitter red lip, then I did red eyeshadow with purple on the outside, and I did white for the brow bone. And as you can see, really simple waterline eyeliner, and then a slight wing at the end on the top. And that's basically all you have to do. So in order to learn how to do this look, just stay tuned and I'll teach you. Alright, to start off this look, I'm taking Corpse Cosmetics Blank Canvas, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. And feel free to use your fingers just because it'll help with a smoother application. You don't, oops, I got some on my forehead. It's not really necessary to use a brush, really, just because your own fingers are going to be good enough to do. So I go ahead and I just put it all the way up to my brow bone just because it'll help with the highlighting as well. It'll make that highlight pop out. So next I'm going to be taking the Corpse Cosmetics Sailor Senshi line in Mars, which is a beautiful red color. And I'm going to go ahead and just put that all over my lid as so. I go ahead and I do kind of like a patting motion just because it really helps the color to stay on there. And it really, it does it, if you do a stroking motion, it kind of spreads the color, but doing a nice patting motion really likes to, make the pigmentation pop. And I like to make sure that I go all the way down to my lash line, just so when I open my eyes, I can, I won't see like any of my skin color like popping through. Okay. And if you get fallout, no big deal. Just take a nice little fluffy brush and get it out as so. You gotta be careful though with red. It really tends to stain the skin, so just be careful. Alright, so next what I'm going to go ahead and do is, using my flat brush, I'm going to go ahead and take the Corpse Cosmetics Sailor Senshi in Saturn, and I'm just going to put this out in the corner of my eye here as so. So in another patting motion, just go ahead and I kind of like form a V, and then I go into my creases. So sorry, we're in an apartment, so if you heard somebody talking, it's because they're either going to work or, I don't know, probably going to go mug somebody, I don't know. Just kidding. Alright, so then, go ahead and just go into my crease here. And just be forewarned, it can take a little while in building up the color, just because, depending on the intensity that you want it. Alright, and we'll be back once we're done. Alright, so once you get the amount of product that you want for the Sailor Saturn on there, just go ahead and take a nice little floofy brush like I do. I don't know if you can see it, but and just start spreading it around. If you want, you can always go ahead and feel free to blend this up to your brow bone. You can always take the white later and go over that. Sometimes what I like to do too is, if I want, I can go ahead and just take the my finger and just blend it out as well. So next, in order to do the highlight of the brow bone, I have this double-sided brush. One's this floofy side, and then the other one is more like a dome shaped. I like to go ahead and I'll take the Corpse's Sailor Senshi line in Uranus, and I go ahead and I just go ahead and trace the outline of my eyebrow. Don't worry about fallout. You can always take like a fan brush like I have here and just lightly go over it so that the color doesn't get smeared. Alright, so now that I went ahead and successfully went through my eyebrow, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with the other side of the brush, which is the fluffy side. And if you need to, feel more than welcome to go ahead and keep adding product and keep blending out to the desired effect. Okay, kind of notice that the purple is fading, so I'm going to go ahead and touch it up here on the side. Okay, now we're going to work on the underside of the eye, and especially for the inner corner, I'm going to be using Sailor Senshi line in Corpse Cosmetics for Moon, which is a nice bright yellow, and I'm just going to go in the corners. I'm just going to go ahead and go into the inner corners here. I apologize if this isn't really in frame. I'm actually doing something different. For the last one I did I used a webcam, and this is, I'm actually using my DSLR. It's a Nikon D3100, and unfortunately all it has is the viewfinder, and in the back it doesn't have a swivel screen. So at this point I'm actually going, I should have gotten the Canon T3i, but we'll see what we can do in order to fix this in the future. Just because I really like this Nikon, it takes really good pictures. Alright, so once we did that, go ahead and if you've got any product, clean yourself off. And then I'm actually going to use a smaller brush, so I'm going to actually move on to one like this. I'm going to go ahead and take the red for Sailor Mars again, and I'm going to go all the way from the yellow, meeting about halfway of my eye, so that way it looks pretty even. So about right about there. Feel free to build up the color. Okay, and then finally we're doing the purple, and we're just going to go meet the corner there. Okay, and at this point what you want to go ahead and do is, if you'd like, you can always clean up the corners if you want, or if you want to, you can also use like the tape trick. But that's basically it, and we'll come back and do the liner. Alright, so next what you want to go ahead and do is, since we've already done the lower, and once you lightly blend it out so you don't have any harsh lines, we can go ahead and move on to the eyeliner. So I'm using L'Oreal Paris's Infallible Never Fail eyeliner, and this is in black. It looks like this, and I'm going to go ahead and lightly pulling on the corner, I'm just going to go ahead and trace my upper line here. And make sure it matches the other one, so if you have to go thicker, feel free. Okay, and when you get to the corner, make sure you kind of go in an upwards motion, just because if you do not, you'll end up getting like a lower line. Like your line will go down and it'll make your eyes look droopy. So once you get to the corner here, just go ahead and flick upwards, just so it can give you like a nice little perky eye. I'm going to go ahead and fix this one as well. And the hardest thing really to do about eyeliner is that it always tends to, you know, mismatch. So one eye would like end up looking different than the other. So there we are on that one. And then for the lower, I end up doing like a, because I don't want to mess up the nice colors, I'm just going to go ahead and do the waterline there. So it's pretty simple. And next we'll move on to the lips. Alright, so for the lips now, what's going to happen is you should have already moisturized them. I technically always like to moisturize my lips while I'm putting on the foundation and stuff like that, just so when I get to the lips they're already ready and the product isn't going to cause anything to, you know, not apply as smoothly, and or I won't have to go over it and it won't dilute the product. So now to get the lips, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm using a really sticky lip gloss, which in this case the one I'm using is the NYC, I can't even see it, it's the bold, I'm sorry, yeah, Bold Big NYC lip gloss. So I'm just going to go ahead and, it comes with a doe foot, it's really big actually, and just apply it all over my lips. Okay. And then I'm going to be taking my red glitter and just inserting my finger and then just applying it liberally to my lips. Now, if you're wondering where I got the glitter, I actually went to Joann's and I got it. And it's like a multi-pack. And it was $3.99 for quite a few colors, so I'm really happy with it. Okay? And then I'll come back later with the finished look, so you can see how it all turned out. And I completely forgot, but remember to do the mascara on your eye, so I really do apologize, but that is something that obviously everybody knows you have to do to finish off the look, is to do the mascara. So to go ahead and take care of that, I use the Voluminous Butterfly, and this is waterproof in Blackest Black. So obviously do that and then just curl your lashes, but for time's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and just go ahead and not curl it at this point. Alright, and as you can see, the lips are obviously done and it's quite a mess. So in order to clean up, all you have to do is just use some tape. Any tape will really do, but I just go ahead and I just do the little sticky version, like so. And then you can use that definitely for removal. But there you have it. Here's the look, and it's bright, it's bold, it's beautiful. I like it. I don't know if I'd wear it out, especially with the glitter lips, just because I'd be paranoid about it fall out. Another thing I'd really want to warn you guys is that when you're drinking and stuff like that, probably use the straw. Don't, you know, drink directly from the glass. And if you want to avoid the hassle of the glitter lips, just go ahead and just wear any red lipstick that you have. So hopefully you'll like it. If you like what I'm doing, please go ahead and subscribe for more, and then go ahead and hit like for the video. And go ahead and check out my girl Kimmy Toxic's Sailor Jupiter tutorial, which should be up by now. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Remember, the beauty is within all of us, so take care, you guys.